What do you think impacts what a person believes? Do you think it is mostly experience?
Oh, you eat it all the time?
Just about. We made a lot of mistakes during the 1980s. Minimum mandatory sentences, the war on drugs.
I'm like stuck.
The rice is pretty good.
Yeah, what about the beans?
Haven't tried those yet. Will do. Also good, but I think the rice is slightly better. I think.
Oh, this is the mole, right? Yeah. Oh, really cute.
You know, did you know that my college uses real New York State troopers for their campus security?
Do I not have that?
Have what?
New York State Troopers?
They're security guards. To me, that seems a bit iffy. I mean, the officers are friendly.
So when you went to the police station, that guy was a state trooper?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
The officers are friendly, but it's kind of like... It kind of reminds me of SROs, school resource officers. SROs play a major factor in the school-to-prison pipeline, which is very bad. And also, there have been some pretty scary incidents. So, I'm just a little wary about it. I mean, the officers are friendly.
You must have been hungry.
Me?
Yeah, you too. Who's washing dishes?
Me?
Yep.
Why? Oh, wait, I get it.
How you got something on your... How did you know what it was?
I saw it.
What was it?
Some a leaf or something.
Fulbury?
Ooh, kinda.
Huh?
I think so.
I think so. I hope so.
Thanks, Dad. Thank you, guys.
Oh no, they're watching a movie. Oh.
need a box. You need a box for that.
You know, there have been some really scary incidents involving African Americans and our police forces.
Now, can you eat at the hall tomorrow?
I don't know.
There's no people in there.
Tamir Rice.
Is your card going to work or?
Is she allowed to move in tomorrow?
Yeah.
I
think-
would assume that it will work for everything. You know, once it's activated, I would assume that it will.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I ate a lot.
You think?
I only had one. I had a salad.
Okay, so you have more cards.
Oh, that's okay. They'll eat whenever. Thank you.
You have heard of Tamir Rice, Tamir Rice, right?
The kid that was shot.
Yeah, am I pronouncing his name right?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I believe Eric Gardner was another one, but I'm not 100% sure. There's also Fidel, I believe Fidel Castro. I think I'm mispronouncing his name, maybe. You know, that name, what I'm pronouncing here rings a bell to me.
Ooh, I'm full. You're smiling. Must be. What's up, Mateo? What's he saying?
He plays this game called like Death by Daylight. Have you heard of it? Dead by Daylight. It's this like horror video game, and it's where you have like people play as different killers. Like people online will play as a killer, and then the people that are playing is like trying to save everyone. And he's like obsessed with it. And like there was a player named Bree, and he was like, "Oh, I got you, babe. I'll save you," because like the person's name was Bree. So he was like, "I got you, babe," and he like unhooked her, but then he got killed, and then his like body was like hooked onto like a thing and like dismembered.
He saved her, but she got killed.
Got the axe, huh?
How did he get killed?
Well, he was saving a player named Bree.
Did the police come and shoot him when he was unarmed?
People make some pretty bad errors.
Yeah, there are two things that are a constant, and they need to stop being a constant. Police officers attacking African Americans and IDF forces attacking Palestinians. Both of these things need to stop.
I still don't understand why this place is so busy. Every time you come up here,
This area?
no, it's just everywhere.
Oh.
Downtown.
Oh, you mean everyone.
I think the reason why both of these things happen is because both the United States and Israel have leaned toward the right a bit in recent years. What we need to do is shift both countries to the left. Have open discussions and try to explain why progressive values are the best way to go.
Oh, I don't want to shower now.
Excuse me,
What time?
Can I please get a dessert, everyone?
You gotta ask for the menu, I guess.
The menu? Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so full. Should I box the beans to gift to Mary? She likes fried beans.
Up to you.
Sure, why not? We got a fridge. What about your meat?
Oh, that's all fat.
Say, isn't there a safety on the firearms police officers carry so they don't accidentally shoot themselves in the leg or something?
I would imagine.
I would think so. You're supposed to, if you have a gun, you're supposed to have your safety.
What's expected?
Guys? Yes, please.
You want the
Want a
refund
box?
thing?
Can I have a box for beans, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm all done. Oh, except for the dessert.
Yeah, please get you a moment.
Oh, it's high. They close soon. They close
Oh, they do?
in 25 minutes.
25 minutes. I haven't been able to keep track of the time because there's no clock.
Here's your menu. What do you want for dessert, sir?
Jeez.
Thank you.
Well, what do you
There's
recommend?
only 4.
I like flan.
Flan?
It's custard.
Okay, I'll go get that then, even though I've already...
Tyler, I can have flan. That's dangerous.
What's
Oh, no, okay, then maybe the sweet chimichanga.
Sweet chimichanga?
You want some dessert, Brianna?
No, I'm okay.
Sweet chimichanga. I've had flan before at other places, too.
Yeah.
Other Mexican places.
Cool. It's very good. Okay. That's what you want?
Yeah, the sweet chimichanga, please.
No, thank you.
Thanks. The president also said some really mean things during his campaign. Yeah, he made the 2016 presidential election one of the worst in history.
How did he win?
He won the electoral vote despite losing the popular vote. I now know that he only got 43% of the vote, and you can theoretically become president of the United States with only 22% of the vote. Shouldn't we elect the president by popular vote? Why do we have to make it so complicated by having the electoral college?
Ty, is this your water?
Yeah, that's mine. Why can't we simply elect the president by popular vote? It seems to me that having the electoral college has resulted in there being more Republican presidents than we really want there to be. I mean, the last 2 Republican presidents won only by the electoral vote, not by popular vote. 45 lost the popular vote. George W. Bush also lost the popular vote. And the other 2, and another Republican lost the popular vote too. And I believe there was a 4th. Well, actually, no, I don't think there were Republicans back. There weren't Republicans back when the first incident happened. A president losing the popular vote, but winning the electoral college. But there has been one thing that has been a constant for a long time in U.S. history. It's that when the president after the president wins, his party loses a lot of seats in Congress during the midterms, and the midterms are coming up. Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe because we spend so much.
I don't know. Did he get the same thing that we paid for it?
No, he got ice cream or something. Yeah, that was nice.
Thank you.
That was very nice. Thank you.
Good.
You can have the whipped. You can have the whipped cream.
Cheese chocolate?
Yeah, probably some kind of
It's a
fruit in
cheese.
it. Probably some kind of fruit in it.
You can have the whipped cream.
Chimney. You actually get that in a box. Give it to Mary. It's a housewarming gift.
Ooh, that's got banana.
Hey, are they natural gluten-free? I need to know what they're made of.
Well,
Wait, what is it made of?
There's bananas in it.
But what flour is it?
Uh-huh.
That sucks.
ooh, you have the whipped cream.
What's that? Syrup? Like maple syrup?
Probably.
It's good to support Canada in these times of
Thank you.
intense trade wars.
Oh, yes, it's good.
I personally don't like the tariffs Donald Trump enacted on other countries. I believe in free trade. I don't believe in going back to the type of trade system we had before World War I.
Right, Dad? That's weird.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Are these box?
Also, why are we still building pipelines when we know that oil is going to run out?
Did you eat your dessert already?
Yes. We know that oil and other fossil fuels are going to run out, so why don't we embrace renewable energy?
Oh,
Instead of doing what's easy, why don't we do what's right?
ooh, I don't agree.
I don't want to waste it, so I'm going to give it to me.
Why does the president feel that globalization means that we are getting robbed when in reality we are becoming more interconnected with other countries?
We gotta give me $17 tip. So 127 and 150.
Do you mind if I show the bill?
Because if you want it, because you're giving over 16%.
The days of one country
Are you taking
being
that?
I want to.
Oh, and you want to take the beans too, right?
the days of one country being ruler of the world are over.
Because he said he was going to bring.
These are the days of us all working together to create a better world.
I never asked if I wanted another beer.
What's hot?
Global warming could be to blame for that. I mean,
When he comes back to sick, we have a couple of boxes. Yeah, I think that's got flour in it.
Yeah, I know it does. I looked it up. So, Mary loves Mexican food, so.
She probably would like it.
nobody eat it.
Nobody eat it? Well,
Brianna,
her friend Mary's
Banana's not going to eat it.
Brianna's gonna give it to Mary. Excuse me. We really need to do something about global warming so that other people don't have to, so that people in the future don't have to pay for what we do these days. It's important that we save electricity so that we burn fewer fossil fuels. That's why I keep suggesting that you turn the lights off, Dad.
But then I can't see.
I understand. I've heard that as you get older, you need more light in order to see.
Yeah, but it's dark as hell, Tyler. Why? What's on it?
What? What's wrong, Mom?
Nothing. I'm like staring up into space.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the bill like they
I
did
was like,
something
I
wrong.
was. No, I was. I was making sure they.
How much was your sriracha? $12.
It doesn't. Your apartment doesn't seem that dark to me when all the lights are off, except when it's not obviously nighttime. Then it's pitch black.
This is
But
the thing. If you turn off all the lights, but then you accidentally fall and break your leg, you can't see where you're going, then it's going to cost you money. Then you're
It's not that far
gonna, if
from
you
me.
can't get up, you're gonna have to call an ambulance. The ambulance is gonna burn more gasoline to get to you, to take you to the hospital. And when you get to the hospital, they're gonna have all the lights on. And when you get to the hospital, they're gonna have to give you an X-ray, and that's gonna take a lot of energy to do all those things. So you're probably better just to keep that one light on so you can see to safely maneuver. Does that make sense?
I guess so. Yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, those are the two that ate everything.
I don't know. I have cells. I burned a lot of cans and stuff, probably. I probably burned all that off.
I did. I helped carry stuff too, but I didn't burn as many calories. I mean, I wanted to help, but you didn't give me much to do.
And then you fell asleep on us
That's okay.
when we needed you most.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you need me for?
I'm kidding.
I'm glad you're kidding. It would have been awful had I abandoned you guys.
We were going to just leave you there.
Oh no.
We wouldn't do that, though.
I'm full. I was hot.
Seems like they're neglecting us.
Is there a sign?
Huh?
Is there a sign?
I don't know. No, everyone else is like it took forever to get the food. Everyone else is gotten it. I mean, these people, we got our food before them, and they just got it and almost done.
Maybe that's why we got freezes.
No, they were giving it out to everyone. Just like that cheese thing.
I don't understand why the president wants to do a big military parade. That's going to cost a lot of taxpayer money, and it seems to me like the veterans don't want to do it very much. Maybe it is a political stunt, like that time Mike Pence spent, I believe, $500,000 to watch 1 minute of a football game before abruptly leaving because they did anthem protests. The NFL players have a right to do national anthem protests. They're people like you and I, and we can
They do, but then the owners can say, "See ya, goodbye, no longer employed."
The NFL is a business, I'm assuming.
Yes, Tyler.
A lot of corporations aren't good. Hobby Lobby is bad because they said that you can deny women, I believe, birth control based on your religion. That's what I heard.
For the beans and
And I believe I saw a Hobby Lobby in our local area. I'll never shop there, I never have, and now I definitely never will. The tobacco companies are also pretty bad. I mean, why would you smoke cigarette? Why would you waste your money and health on cigarettes when it would probably be better to do the same on soda beverages? At least soda tastes good. But then again, soda is solely life water, and that's much healthier than soda. The only reason I got these Jartos is because there aren't many opportunities for me to get them. This has been a great discussion, a great chat.
I know. You have time.
You got the thing in there?
Yeah, it's right here. You can take it.
You know, personally, I supported the protesters at Standing Rock, and I hope they do the same thing this year.
Watch out. Watch out.
Okay.
However, I do not support the people. I do not support the people who hijacked that wildlife refuge.
You got that? You got your ID?
Thanks, Mom.